Good evening, chat. Good evening, every pony. Hello. Welcome to the 5th episode, I think. It's been a while. I think it's been a few weeks because I've been busy with stuff. The biggest thing, I guess, that happened was I was studying for and getting ready to take my final exam that I need to take to get one of my certifications I've been studying for a while. So I was spending pretty much all of my time on that, and then before that, like a week before that, I went to a local horse sanctuary and did sort of the volunteer orientation there, since I've been wanting to be involved with real life umas. Uma Pyoi, Uma Musume has become real. No friggin' way. It was pretty hype. I really liked it. I'm gonna be going there again soon, hopefully, like this week, for my first actual proper volunteer time, I guess. It is quite cold. It's been very cold lately. It's 37 right now, if you can see that in the bottom. But it's... hold on, let me check my weather app. Yep, it's 37. We're getting a crazy cold front here. It's been cold like this for like the past few weeks, I think, since like New Year's. It's been cold pretty much every day. There's been a few hot days, but for Florida, that's really surprising. Normally, it's cold only like a third of the time. It's rarely ever this cold. It normally only gets down to like 40, 50, 60 on the cold days, but it has been cold for a long time now. Like without very hot days, which is atypical for Florida. But enough of that. About the game, I think the last thing I worked on was the stage, or was Alaman and Sabir's boss fight. Hold on, sorry, I'm getting Discord messages, and I'm checking them right before I should have done that before I pressed record. My boyfriend asked me if I think he can eat 12 burgers in 6 minutes. I don't want him to try. That sounds dangerous. 12 burgers in 6 minutes? Okay. Dude, my other friend messaged me asking if he can eat 12 burgers in 6 minutes. Why? I don't think they'd even talk. How would she know about that? That's funny. No, he shouldn't try. He messaged me. I have to tell him, don't try. Don't try. He really said he should try eating 12 burgers. This guy. Okay. Phone down there. Okay, so last thing I was working on was Sabir in Alaman's boss fight, neutral phase 2. Yeah. I mostly finished it, I think. The only thing I really changed between them, and also I just noticed the sprite's kind of weird. I changed the sprite for Sabir's bullets from this light purple to this like darker purple here, or darker pink, I guess. And I mostly just think it looks more like noticeable. However, I do think this is a little, like, the contrast is a little too high. It looks a little off from how I want it to. I want it to be more like this. So maybe, okay, let's see if I can do this. Oh, I should probably get these out of here. What is this? I was playing World at War the other day, and I got to the credits, and, well, yeah, there you go. There's Gabriel. Hi, Gabriel. Love you, Gabriel. So I need to I just need to change the colors on this a little bit. I can't change the brightness because I'll change the white bit, so I just have to do that, maybe. Hold on, I want to change the color a little bit. Like this. Okay, let's see if I guess let's see if I like that more. Oh, no, I saved it. I didn't mean to save it. I meant to save it as a new one. Okay. Let's replace it now. I hiccuped. Alright, let's see. Not quite. That looks a little weird, doesn't it? Why does it look like that? Why are they like white like that? What the heck? Hold on. Let me just, I want to see. Do those ones also have that? Like that really white, bright sort of noise, I guess? Oh, I'm very zoomed in. They do! Okay. That's kind of weird. I guess I can't see it here. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to change that then, because I don't want it to have that really, like, bright coloration. Or that, not that bright coloration. What was I saying? Sometimes I just say things, man. I just say things without thinking of them. You see here the difference between these two files, or these two images? This one has like a weird white afterglow, and this one is just straight pink. I might like that more though. Let's see. How does that look compared to this? I mean, they look pretty much identical, I guess. I think, in that case, I think what I'll do is I'll keep this, and instead I'm going to replace this texture, because I don't like that white light, or I don't like the white, like, weirdness, or glowy effect. So let's up the brightness like this, a little purpler like that. Okay, and then let's save that. Yeah, alright. I think that's good. I guess we'll see. Oh yeah, I like that more. That's the original one, and this is the other one. Let me just see how that looks. Okay, yeah, that looks better, I think. But I feel like it's not saturated enough. Hold on. Yeah, I need to up the saturation. Oh, maybe that's why it looks like that. Is it? Let's just see, I guess. So that looks very similar to that now, but it doesn't have that white glow. Alright, let's see if that looks better. I don't know, I feel like it still isn't saturated enough. Needs more saturation. But I guess that means it can't be too white. So it'll look more and more desaturated the higher. Okay, I see why. Looks like that then. That might be the best I can get. Yeah, you know what? That's good enough for now. I'm alright with that. But let's see how it looks with the actual color again. The first one I went with. Okay, I like that. I like how that looks. It looks very, like, I don't know what the word, contrasting, noticeable. I don't know what the word is, but I always want bullets to be as visible as possible. I'm hiccuping. Let's see. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. I didn't have anything else I was doing. Oh yeah, I also changed Alaman's script for this, this part. Before, she used to just sit in this, like, spot and shoot the player from that one spot, but now I made it so that she, like, moves around, which makes it a little bit more interesting and doesn't look as goofy. Still looks a little goofy, but I think I'm happy with how it looks here. Actually, I don't like how the purple in the, I don't like how both of the bullets are purple. Like the ones that Sabir's shooting and the ones that the sigils are shooting, I don't like that they're the same color because I feel like that makes it a little harder to tell what's going on. Let's see if I can change that to something I like. So let's see. Sabir, here's where she creates the sigils. And these are the IDs. So it's Sabir's 1 and 2 ID. I'm sure there's a better way to do that code. I just don't know. I haven't figured it out for this version of the game. Let's see. Sabir, case 1 and 2. Sabir pattern 1, so that's the one. I don't want to have vocal fry because I know that people don't like vocal fry, so I'm trying to raise the pitch of my voice a little and the intensity so that it doesn't sound like this. What? Let's see. What are our options here? What do we have? Standard bullets. Okay, that doesn't help. Oh, that kind of does. Okay, I guess I'll try 8. Let's see how 8 looks, which is like dark orange. I try to have each stage in the boss fight, or boss's bullet patterns, have like a color palette, right? Like, in Taisha's boss fight, pretty much all of her bullets are either blue or yellow, I think. I could probably go and add different shades of blue, though, because I think it's just a little boring with the one shade. And I've already added more shades for Sabir's boss fight, so I might as well for Taisha's and Kamara's. But Kamara's boss fight is mostly red and blue. I think... actually, I don't like how that looks, because those look just red. And they're little... Well, actually, do I? I think they need to be maybe light orange instead. So, light orange would be this one, I think. This is orange. This would be light orange, number 9. I'll take 2 number 9s. A number 9 large. Okay, Ogre Cap. I started listening to Brightest Heart, which is like the pop song, I guess, from Cinderella Grey, and actually I think I do like it a lot more. I like it more and more the more I listen to it. At first when I first heard it in the anime when she does the dance, I was kind of like, okay, mid, boring. But now that I've been listening to the actual full song on YouTube, it's like, it's kind of good. It's kind of good. I like Brightest Heart. But I don't like the color of these bullets. This puts a frown on my face. I don't like it. I'm frowning. But I already tried the 2 oranges. Maybe I can just try the normal orange. There's like 3 shades of orange. There's light orange, normal orange, and dark orange that are in the game. So I'll use let's see if the normal orange looks better. Okay, I think I like that more. Actually, maybe green would be better. Would it? That might be a terrible idea. Let's check. Let's verify, shall we? Let's see if this is a truth or false nuke. The truth nuke is called a chook, but does that mean a false nuke is called a fluke? Maybe a fluke. I'm a real philosopher, aren't I? Modern day Mark Antony on Skid. I don't know. It feels weird. Maybe maybe I only thought of green, or maybe it only looks right because these sigils are like green, but these aren't the sigils that she's gonna have. She's gonna have different ones. So, in that case, let's just try maybe light purple. Maybe light purple would work. I don't know why I'm thinking so hard about bullet colors. I think I might be procrastinating. I might be fussing because I don't want to do the hard part of coming up with a new bullet pattern for the next one. Light purple 7. So I'm procrastinating it by fussing over the colors of this bullet pattern that I've already made. Oh, they were already light purple. Okay, then what about dark purple? Six. Okay, and that's worse. Cool. What? What the heck? What the heck is that bug? What the? What's going? That's weird. For some reason I can't, when I'm focusing, I can't hold down shift. Why is that? Then when I'm holding shift, like, what the? Did something go wrong with the compiling? Or because I've never seen that happen before. I didn't notice that. Has that always been there? There's no way that's always been there. I would have noticed. I've played so much of this. Huh? What's going on here? Am I gonna have to debug that? Okay, I'm gonna reload Unity because maybe something weird happened with Unity because I've never seen that. I really feel like if that was something that's been there for a while, I would have noticed. But I wasn't working on anything relating to the player scripts. That's a weird bug. Okay, let's see if it's still there. If it's still there, I'm gonna be baffled. I'll be confused, dumbfounded. But I guess I'll have to debug it if it is. I can't leave that in. What incarnation? Okay, that has to be new, because I really feel like I would have noticed that. What the? I'm not pressing the buttons for that. That's really weird. Alright, let's check the player script. Oh. I forgot about this. I forgot this was a... I forgot this was something I made in the game. Let's just ignore that. Where is the player movement script? Here it is. Why are there so many player scripts? There's not need to be this many player scripts. Player firing, player stats, player... Why are these all different scripts? These can all just be one script. But, okay. I don't know what I was cooking back then. Okay, we're gonna have to debug this. So, I really don't know. How do I even go about debugging this? I guess let's try this. Let's see if that we should get that log when we hold down S. And if we don't get that, then that means something is stopping that. Huh? Huh? It's gone now. It's gone now? I didn't change anything. Okay, it's okay. Yeah, I'm doing the same thing I was doing before that was producing the bug, but now I'm trying it again and I can't reproduce it. It won't happen again. Yeah, I don't know, it's gone. Whatever it was, the weird input that was going on there, it's gone. the input bug. What was happening was when I was focused, right, and I was holding S, or not S, but the down arrow to move down, it just wasn't, like, it would just freeze there. Like, if I was holding S, it wouldn't move. And then some other weird stuff was going on, which I don't know how to describe. But now it's gone. Okay, weird. Weird. I guess it just happens. So now is it still good? I can't imagine that would have done anything. Just having that there would have fixed the problem. Okay, it looks like it was just a weird error that maybe my keyboard or my computer or Unity was having. Very strange. But anyway, back to the coloration of the bullets. The most important thing here. I think I prefer the orange. I think the orange looks better. So let's do that. Number 3. Stadia Gamer is playing Are You Ready for Valve Index? I don't know why that person... I've had that guy friended for a while, and for like a year or two now, he just hour farms Are You Ready for Valve Index? I think I like the orange more. I think I do. You know what? That's good enough for now. Let's not fuss over it. But now we have to get to the part I was procrastinating, making more patterns. So that was this. Yeah, that was this. So what are the other? What are the other patterns for phase 4 or phase 5? I think phase 5. That one's good. That one's all right. That one's fine. I'm done with that one. Phase 2 neutral. Phase 5 neutral. Yeah. So this is it. Let's take a look at phase 5 cornucopia, Caden, and Tracy. What is this? Molasse. Oh, that's in German. Okay. I was confused why it said why I somehow doubted that I misspelled molasses. But you never know. I might be doltish enough to. Doltish. Oh yeah, okay, so this is Cornupolia's one. This is this is a butterfly one. Alright, I gonna get to do stuff with butterflies. Not the butterflies! Not the butterflies! This is a reference to like a clip of the YouTuber Matt Shea where he's playing, I don't even know if I can explain it. He's playing Terraria and there's like in the Calamity mod there's a Yuyuko item, because there's a lot of Toho items in the mod. The Yuyuko item, which spawns like butterflies that fight for you, and then he was like fighting, I think, pumpkins during the Halloween thing, and he kept saying, "Not the butterfly." Why am I explaining the reference? Who cares? Nobody cares. Also, yeah, I remember it got faster and faster as it went on. Okay. Okay, so that's that one. What about Cadence? What's Cadence looking like? Starlight, I think is a lyric. I don't know. Bing, 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 ba, 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 bing, bing, bing. Oh! I forgot about making this. I genuinely don't remember making this. This is one of them? Okay. I mean, I like it, I just don't remember it. I don't think I made this on recording. You know, despite all the hours I have in not only this game, but Touhou and other bullet hells, I'm still kind of bad at bullet hells. I'm still not very good at them. Like, I think I know what makes them good and fun to play, I just am bad at them. Well, not bad. I know people who are actually bad at bullet hell games and like just genuinely can't play Touhou or play like more difficult bullet hells. Heck, I struggle with Undertale, and Undertale is not a very hard bullet hell. It is like baby mode bullet hell. But that's I don't know why I'm bad at Undertale, to be honest. Maybe it's just because I haven't played it enough to be familiar with like how it feels to play. But that's sort of one of the reasons why with DNS I want it to be more like as accessible as possible to people who aren't very good at bullet hells, because I've never thought that you had to be good. You have to be like a certain higher than average skill level to play bullet hells. I never thought you had to be. I always got upset when people like made fun of others for being bad at Touhou games and saying that like they shouldn't play them or shouldn't call themselves a Touhou fan if they don't have like lunatic 1cc's on every game, and I've always thought that was stupid. Like, they're just bullet hells. Just because most people who like playing them enjoy them for the extreme difficulty doesn't mean that's the only reason people enjoy them. It doesn't even mean that people who do like the difficulty have to like their difficulty. It doesn't. If it's difficult for them, it's difficult for them. They enjoy it because they find it difficult, not because some guy who has 10,000 cumulative hours in arcade boxes playing 1980s, 90s bullet hells in arcades. They don't care what that guy finds difficult. They enjoy it because they find it difficult. So when people sort of act that way, of being like, oh, you can't even get past like hard mode or lunatic mode, you can't even one credit clear Touhou game from 2002. Dude, don't call yourself a bullet hell fan. Get out, kid. Stop playing. Go play like on a Leapfrog or whatever. I always think that's always pissed me off. I've always thought that was the most cringe, like chud thing, I guess. Yeah, chud thing. Chud thing. I never liked that when people acted like that. They like 1cc shamed others. So I'm trying to design DNS in a way that you don't have to be really good. You don't have to be good at the game to enjoy it. But I definitely want it to be like, I want there to be a high skill ceiling, right? Like a low floor, high ceiling, so that it's as accessible as possible without being unappealing to people who like challenge. And that's the main demographic of bullet hells, is masochists. People who like pushing the limit, I guess, of how intense they can play a video game, how locked in they can be. That's the main appeal of bullet hells. So I definitely want to appeal to that, but also try to maintain like a pick-upableness, right? Like, ideally, I'd like if somebody who didn't play bullet hells often, like for example, Touhou was my first bullet hell, and I had a really difficult time with the third stage of Touhou 6, because that was the first one I really tried playing. It took me a long time, like weeks maybe, to get past stage 3. But when I did, I really enjoyed it. It's not hard now for me, but at the time it was really difficult because I wasn't used to the controls, or I had never really played a bullet hell before. But I don't want somebody in that sort of position who is interested in the game for like the characters and the music and the bullet hell mechanics. I don't want them to be driven away by like a high skill requirement to be able to start playing and to enjoy it and to get through it. With Touhou 6 and a lot of other Touhou games, you're kind of soft locked at a certain point. Not soft locked, that's not the term you use. You're kind of hard locked, I guess, at certain points. If you just like, you can't complete the game if you're not a certain skill level, right? And I get that, like, a lot of people think you should be like good at a game to finish it. A lot of people have that opinion, that a game shouldn't hold people's hands, right? Like, a lot of players don't like that. I don't like that in certain games. I know I definitely don't want my hand held all the time. But I feel like bullet hells are a different sort of case because the whole point of the game is its difficulty. But difficulty is subjective, of course. So what's difficult for like a 5-year-old wouldn't be very difficult for like a 20-year-old. Or what's difficult for somebody who's new to bullet hells and isn't very good at video games would not be difficult at all to somebody with years of experience who's been playing them since they were a kid, right? So who cares? Basically is what I'm saying. Like, who cares if there's an easy mode where they can complete the game? Like, they're not going to get all the achievements that way, and that's fine, because I think achievements should be like a hunt, right? Like, for a game you should try to have to go out of your way and get good or proficient enough in the game to say that you got all the achievements in it, and for there to be a wide variety of achievements that require different skills and abilities and tasks to be done, right? But for just completing the game, getting from start to finish as like experiencing the intended like amount of the game that a dev wants a player to experience, I don't think difficulty should really matter for that. I don't think they should have to be a certain skill level to just get through the main meat of a game, like all 6 stages. That's why I think that I'll probably want to include as many like sort of handicaps as possible, because I want there to be a like I want it to be possible for somebody who's really bad at bullet hells to at least make it through the end of the game, right? Because they'll enjoy it more that way. But there's also the thing that if it is super easy to get through a game, then players won't feel accomplished when they do, right? Like, the average skilled player or high skilled players won't feel as accomplished because just beating the game, okay, a baby could do that because of all the possible handicaps. So I need to figure out how to balance it in a way where the like options to make it easier don't reduce the I guess the enjoyment of beating it on normal higher difficulties without the handicaps. So I have to figure out how to balance it out, basically, like how to make it so that the more handicapped you are playing it, the less you get, which sounds kind of mean, but that's how games are. That's kind of how a lot of games are. Just the more the idea is that the more time and skill and effort you put into the game, the more like reward you'll get in accomplishment, right? So you can't have a game that any player just no minimum amount, like no effort, minimum effort, no skill, minimum skill, they can accomplish everything, because then there's no fun in accomplishing it, because you're basically just being handed it for free. So there has to be, if I'm gonna do that, then I have to figure out a way to like balance it, I guess, so that the lower skilled players can enjoy it and get through it, but the average, higher skilled players won't feel like they'll still feel accomplished for like beating the game in doing the more difficult things, which is a lot easier said than done. So I guess I'll have to think about it. Also, I'm gonna get a water bottle. I'll be right back. can't raise you. Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier. Welcome back to Five Nights at Freddy's. Or. Let me check Discord. And I just realized I need to pee, so I'll be right back again. What's good, my skibbity sigmas? Why'd I say that? I just be saying things, man. Alright. So I was looking at the other, the other ones. Does this one has butterflies, right? Butterflies, yeah, it does. Alright, let's take a look at Dracy's now. This one should also have butterflies, I think. I'm getting like a vibe of how they are now. I might remember this one. Maybe I'm thinking of a different one. I don't know, I guess we'll see. Oh! I think I remember last... Oh, no? Okay, no. It wasn't the last episode, I guess, video that I was working on this. It was a while ago, though. Because I do remember now. I remember, like, leaving it off and not knowing what to do with Sabir. So I thought I'd have to figure it out. But no, it looks like I have something for Sabir here. So I must have figured it out at some point. Can we make hers purple? Can we make her giant ball purple? Is there a giant purple ball? There's not. Do I have this in here? I don't. Okay. I'm gonna sneeze. Gee whiz. But I just said gee whiz. I did. What you gonna do about it, bub? Alright, let's... Gay purple ball bullet? I named it gay purple ball bullet? Okay. I'm gonna try to match that coloration. Okay. That's more like pink, isn't it? Yeah, it's more like pink. But her bullets are just sort of pinkish, I think. Like magenta. Alright, let's do that, I guess. Yeah, I'm also going to save this into here so I can have it whenever I need it. Where did it go? Yeah, I guess it didn't save it. Okay. Oh, that's why. I must not have saved the actual sprite. Am I stupid? That's why. It's not saving the... It's saving it in Unity, but not into my clipboard. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's add that here into the stage manager. It's been a while since I added one here. 1 and 6. So in her stage 5 Tracy should be here. Yep, here we go. That's 6, right? Yes. Alright, let's look at that. Let's see how that looks. It looked off, I could tell. Oh, that is quite large. Okay, looks like there's a scaling issue. There is, I'm right. This value needs to be 180. And I'm going to also do not compress it. Also, I think for this I'm gonna make her move a little slower. Oh, I can't. Yeah, whatever. That's fine. I guess. It's not that I can't, I guess it's just I don't feel like it. I have my patchouli fumo here. I just saw that she had her little hair messed up, so I'm fixing it. Hello, patchouli knowledge. She's so big and purple. Alright, I think I like that more. I think I like that more. I just think Sabir looks nice with big purple bullets. You're not big, but like purple bullets. Okay, I just noticed though, this one doesn't have butterflies. That's a problem. That's a problem. Maybe I can replace the thing, that thing with butterflies. Yeah, let's do that. Let's. Didn't mean to do that. Some button changes my keyboard from English to Spanish. I don't know what button it is. Do space. I don't know when I would have accidentally pressed that. Whatever. So I'm gonna do that, and then I need to replace this with the butterfly. So that's 8. Numero 8. Actually, let me just. How do I do that? How do I do? I don't know how to put like a note inside, or a comment on a note, a comment inside of there, without interrupting the code. But it's fine. I'll just move it. That song has been stuck in my head. The Sister Location song, rap by JT Music, because somebody made a brain rot version of it. Hold on, can I pull it up? I don't want to accidentally pull up something weird, something freaky. I'm a little scared to go into my downloads. How do I pull it up without having a conundrum here? Oh, wait. I'm stupid. I can just do this. I forgot that I can just turn that off whenever I need to, like, pull up something. Let's see, is my downloads normal? Okay, my downloads is normal, so I can open it. Okay, okay. I don't want to open anything potentially freaky by accident on the recording, because going and changing it is such a headache. Okay. Here. This is the video. This is so friggin' tough. This Tokai Teo. Hi Teo. That guy's got golden pipes. He sounds so good singing. I won't say he's wasting his talents, because I'm glad this exists, but it's an interesting use, I'll say. Definitely an interesting use. Alright. Oh, yeah. I'm dumb. I forgot I'm just gonna, like, make this whole section a comment, or comments, because I don't want to, like, if I decide to change it back, I don't want to do that. I guess I'll do this. I might as well. Actually, no. I'm gonna make it the same speed. Let's see how I like that. Let's just see a bit. Let's just check it out. Wow. That is really easy to dodge. Okay, that's not clearly not the method. Maybe here, maybe I can do this. Actually, it's already angled at the player, so I could just do this. I'm sort of forgetting my flow here. I'm a little tired today because it's almost time for me to go to bed. I sleep in like 3 hours. Let's see if I like that. Alright, Alamon. Notice that she isn't making bullet shooty sounds. So I'll have to go and add that. Okay, okay, I think I like that. It's just that they don't really do anything, though. Maybe I need to make an arc instead of a ring. Yeah, let's do that. So, angle minus equals Let's do like 75 plus equals 7 x 10. Then let's make them a little faster, just to like freak the player out. But maybe it'll be too much freak. We'll see. I also need to add like a sound. Okay, yeah. That is more annoying. Huh. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is this. So we need 7 here. Okay, perfect. AI knew exactly what I was doing. Or what I was going for. Let's see if I like that a little more. I really think this is... Oh, okay, I kind of do actually like that more. I think this is probably one I'm going to come back to and change around, just because I'm not quite satisfied with it. Hold on. Is the angle off a little? A little bit. I think I know why. Let's just do this. Let's just do that instead. Okay, let's see, is that aimed at the player? It is not. It's even, so it should be. I'm guessing what's happening here is that. Let's see, that's right. Okay, yeah, that is right. That is right. Okay, I actually like that. I like that. But I still feel like this is probably a pattern that I'm going to be coming back to in changing. Let me move this up here because I think I want to add a bit of a delay. Oh, we need this to be at the top here. Forgot this part. Oh, but that doesn't work because then we'd have to. Okay, in that case, let me just do this. time will wait for seconds. Yeah. Okay, let's see if I like that more. Okay, nice. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, I think I like that more. That feels a lot more like dodgeable. Because the bigger bullet is a little bit slower. And okay, I like that more. Yeah. However, I don't know if I like the pause now, actually. I might think that looks a little stupid, so. See, do I like that more? Let's see. Okay, I think I do like that more, yeah. Yeah, I do like that more. That feels better. That feels a lot better than what it was before. Before it just kind of looked like boring, if that makes sense. I think this visually looks better and is more fun to dodge now. They added that, the butterflies. Alright, so that's that. That's that one. So, hold on. Let's see. How long have I been recording? An hour? Only an hour? Really? I thought it was longer than that. Oh, sheesh. Only an hour. Wow. Well, I'm probably gonna have to get off in like 15 minutes, I think, because I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so I definitely have to go to bed at the right time tonight. I can't stay up too long. So let's try to at least get it started for tomorrow. Oh, hold on. Let me remove this. So it has to have butterflies, and I'm thinking I'm gonna let Alaman be like the main shooter again, because there's kind of like with bullet patterns, with these bullet patterns, there's usually like a dominant and submissive. Submissive's not the word. It's a dominant and a non-dominant, recessive, I guess. No, that's genes. Whatever. The exact terminology doesn't matter, I guess. But usually there's like a one that shoots the most and moves around the most, and one that kind of sits back and like supports. And then sometimes they're equal. But for all of the phase 5 ones, Alaman has been the central one, I guess, the one that shoots the most. So I should probably do that for this too, to keep up with the vibe. So let's see, what can I do here? So Alaman needs. These usually take me a while to like sort of get an idea for what I'm gonna do here, because I don't really, I guess, visualize the. I'm not very good at visualizing bullet patterns. If I did have an idea for this one, then I must have forgot it. I'm synthesizing. Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. A lot of them Alaman's been hanging here around the top. So instead this time I might make her go around the sides here. That might be fun. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, I'm thinking I might have Alaman and Sabir like bouncing. That sounds a little funny, but I mean, like, they'll be going, like, Alaman will go over here, and then Sabir will go over here, and then they'll, like, go like this, like crisscross kind of, and then basically they'll just be going all around the, like, they'll be going to each side of the screen. Like this kind of deal. And then each time they'll shoot like their own bullets, I guess, at the player. Kind of like the first one, I guess, like the first bullet pattern that they both have. Ooh, and then I could make like Sabir's more like elegant, I guess. But then Alaman's bullet patterns are more like straight to the point, I guess, or like yeah, and then Sabir shoots like her butterflies again, and they go like ooh, okay, actually I'm getting ideas. So I could have like a butterfly like circle like this almost that comes towards the player, and then once it gets here it like stops, and then the butterflies start moving, and they move around like that almost like the circle. I don't know if I can show it, but let me just try like I guess demonstrating what I mean. So we need like a group, I guess, here. Like a ring of butterflies. This one might be a little fancy though, but you might as well make it. So I need to put flags. Actually, this is gonna be a prefab, so let me do this instead. Simply Rudolph is playing Uma Musume. Pretty Dabi. Bing bing ba bing ba bing bing bing. Actually, hold on. I want to do my polls. Hold on, let's do my polls real quick so that I won't be thinking about it. I hope the game is not that loud. Okay, it's not. Bing bing ba ba bing 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 ba bing 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 bing. Hi Harurara. Teyamo Opado. Thanks Tazuna. Cool. Login bonus. Thank you. Hi to Momo Cross. Hi to Momo Cross. Alright, let's do the free polls. They're just support cards, so it's not really gonna be huge or anything, but I don't know, maybe we'll get a good one. Maybe we'll get Kita-san Black. Oh! I see that we have... Oh, okay, Agnes Digital, I see that we have one SSR. Okay, oh! Oh my gosh, it's Winning Ticket! Hi, Winning Ticket! Hi, Winning Ticket! She's so cool! I like Winning Ticket. I need to do another career with her. I think I got her outfit, like her special outfit. I finally got enough, like, what's it called? Star pieces for Winning Ticket. I got her support, or her full outfit, her like actual outfit. Oh my goodness, I can't speak. Oh, another SSR. That's kind of nuts. Okay, hi Biko Pegasus. Oh my gosh, it's Carrot Man. from the video, from the like the Power Rangers one where he beats up the big lard guy, or she beats up the big lard guy, because I think it's a girl, but they're called Carrot Man. I don't know. Alright, that was a pretty good poll. We got 2 SSRs. Hi Bakshin. Sakura Bakshina. Bakshin, Bakshin, Bakshin. Bakshin, Bakshin, Bakshin. Where are they? They're both SSRs, so they'll be up here. Let's see. It was this one, Winning Ticket. Hi, Winning Ticket. Late surgery stuff. Okay. Oh my goodness, it has 5 events. Okay, I'm definitely going to be using this one just for Winning Ticket. And then the other one was Biko Pegasus. I don't think I've seen Biko Pegasus in game until now. Oh, some more sprint stuff. More sprint mile. Okay. That's actually good, because I think I don't have very many sprint cards. And it's a speed card too. What is this one? Stamina card? Okay. Cool. W, right? That's kind of big. Not huge, but big. Hi, Tomomo Cross. Okay. I need to get undistracted now. Alright. Back to what I was doing. Oh, hold on. Do you need to open that? There we go. There wasn't anything weird there, was there? No, there wasn't. Cool. I'm just making sure. Okay, Looks like I'm not getting off at 10 exactly. Butterfly bullet. Okay. Let's do a 45-degree angle. And I want another one that is opposite. P-1. This is Desmos. Okay, yeah. And put both of those in here. Do this by, no, 90. Yep. Take this by 45. So now we can get those. Okay, so there's our circle. And then, which maybe I can do like different colors for them. Why are there so many that look the same? Okay, hold on. I like that. Actually, hold on, I might like this better though. Actually, I like that one more. Yeah. Okay, so then we're gonna set all of the. Just want to make sure that I didn't mess up this prefab. Is prefab the same? Yes? Okay. So these need to have a bullet speed of 0. So what did I do for these? For like this one. This is a code here. So this whole object rotates these, I guess. Okay, look. Okay, I think I see what I'm gonna do here. So it needs group deletion, bullet special behaviors. Oh no, I need to open this one. Yeah. needs a group deletion script. Okay, all the script does is just it deletes every object in it when it deletes this. Like I guess removes it. So for the special behavior script, I'm gonna need to add a special behaviors. I need to add a toggle to this. Toggle. I don't think it needs to be public. Don't do that. Actually, it doesn't need to do that either. Can you get the player? It can. So it needs to get a player position. The target position. Yeah, this works. That actually does work. Does it have this? Does it have this? I don't think it does. Does it? Oh, it does. Weird, okay. Well, I guess I'll do that then. I can use that. Actually, no, we can need that. So... let's do this. Well, swing that position. There's no need to target position, and it will get the rotation object and rotate it until it does. Bullet sprite object. Change from the rotate 200. Yeah. Okay. Let's just see if this works. So instantiate. Does it have a special bullet here? Your flower bullets. Let's rename this to special bullets, I guess. We'll do the second one. Is that not? No, it's not an array. Okay, let me make that an array. And one of these doesn't like this, but or I feel like it doesn't. But where was it using? Hold on. Where is the other reference to this? Instantiate. You know what, I don't want to mess with it. I might break something. So I'll just do this. doesn't really matter what the rotation is. I don't know why the AI keeps trying to turn that off. It's not on. Because it should be on. But let's just see if that works. So for the test script, let's turn off this and switch this to phase 5 neutral. Yeah, and then let's test it and see if this works how I think it should. Oh, wait, hold on. I need to turn this on. Okay. Now it should, once I give it to Sabir. Here's Sabir. Okay, that's not... Oh, I see why. Because I forgot to include this here at the top. Huh. I'm turning my lamp light off in my room, so now it's just me and my computer, and wow, that is bright. Oh my goodness, my brightness is on 100, really? Okay, I guess. Okay. Okay. That actually worked exactly how I wanted it to. But why does she not go again? Oh, it's because I don't have a while loop there. While 1 equals 1. Then close it. Yeah. Okay, and now what I want them to do is let's make a new list. And I always forget how to make a list. I hate making lists in Unity because you have to do it in a different way from declaring a normal variable. Makes me angry. Grrr. Holding my water bottle so I don't just type. Okay, then we need to find in get child. It needs to get the child. Find children? How does it get... Okay. We're gonna have to ask ChatGPT. I think I'm gonna have to ask ChatGPT. Alright, hold on. Let me switch back to my other desktop, and consult Israel GPT. Why'd I say that? Why'd I say Israel GPT? It's a joke. It's like a meme of calling Chat GPT like Israel GPT for some reason. Where's Chat GPT? I need to ask it how to do something because I don't know how to, or I forgot how. Here we go. Hopefully it understands what I'm asking. Yeah, that is what I'm looking for. Okay. Okay. For each how does it find its own child? Oh. Okay, I'm gonna try what it spat out, but I don't think it'll be exactly right. So this is what it gave, or this is part of what it gave me. So for each transform child, so our list here instead is other butterfly bullets, and it gave this container, and the container is the second child, so it needs to in transform child. I'm gonna guess that doesn't work. This might work actually. Get child, so it gets the first kiddo. And then let's just for each, let's do that. Okay. That transformed up here needs null. Okay, and then I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is either. Readable equals 5. Okay, that is readable. So let's see what this. Let's see if this works. First of all, I just want to get this down and working how I want it to, and then I'll call it quits for tonight. And maybe I can continue tomorrow. Okay, that actually works pretty much perfectly. Wow, okay, that's exactly what I wanted it to do. But now I want it to curve, so add component behavior script coroutine to do this again. No, I wanted to rotating bullet. Okay, so sprite rotation speed, it just needs to, but that's a sprite, isn't it? Bullet turning, that's what I'm looking for, not bullet rotating. Bullet turning, and okay, let's try that. But I'm gonna have to make it stop turning after a while. So I have to use the other. I know there's another coroutine there that does that. Yeah, so delayed turning is the one I need. Zero. 3 is false. Oh, 0, 0, or 100, 0. Okay. 0, 2, false. Turning speed? Oh, that's for the gradual turning. Okay. Alright, let's see. That should stop the turning after 2 seconds. So they'll just fly off into the ether. Well, I need to move. Okay. I think they need to turn a little faster. They need to go a little faster and they need to turn a little faster. So let me change that to 7. Okay. Actually, dang, I actually really like that. Okay. And they do it like twice too. That's really good. Wow, that is actually really good. Okay, I mean, that's pretty much it. Yeah. I really like how that looks, and that how that feels to dodge is nice also. But I think they need to stop turning a little early, so I'm going to do 2.75F instead. 2.75 seconds. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect. That looks nice too. Okay, that's it. That's that for tonight. That's the almost got the 2 hours. Wow. Okay. It looks like though that's progress log for tonight. Oh no. I just realized on the stream here that I have both mic and I have the mic on here. This whole time I've had both two audio sources. Oh no. Is the final recording gonna sound really weird now because of that? Oh, okay, I guess we're just gonna have to see. But okay. Oh, I'm stupid. I really should have noticed that. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, whatever. It's done. So I'll just have to make sure not to do that next time. But there's today's progress, I guess. I got an idea. I polished up a couple of phases, and I got the idea of the last phase I need to work on, and did like half of it about. So yeah, that looks like pretty decent. For now, pretty decent in quotations, I guess. But that's whatever. I got work done. That's what I'm happy about, because it's been too long since I've worked on I've been mostly working on the music, which is why I haven't made one in a while, or part of why. But there you go. That's the log for tonight. That's the recording. Welcome to February. Yay! Hopefully next time I'm gonna remember not to mess up the audio like that. Rookie mistake. Alright, that's about it. See ya.